that's what I believe. See his sunshine is all around us, and there are beautiful clouds where you are. That's how I know that these worries will not last. I can see you've been crying and staying wide awake, asking yourself why the journey is so tough. They say tough times never last, only tough people do. So don't stop believing, I know it's gonna be better. Say la, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, la, 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 ba-dum. Can't be loved by everybody, it's impossible, you know. And trust me, it's okay, so let the toxic people go. Your peace within is more priceless than a pearl. You got to be happy, cause life's just way too short. Don't stress the little things, they will only waste your time. Just take it easy, easy like a nursery rhyme. And I'm singing, I know it's gonna be okay. So I wanna see you smile today. Hey, you just gotta be happy, man. Good days, bad days, it's all part of life. But you must keep the groove on and enjoy every single day. I'm sure you've had some happy days before. So what makes you think you can't have more? Keep on fighting and you'll see. You will soon see rainbows. Hey, come on! La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Around the way. Beautiful clouds, where you are, where you are. There are beautiful clouds, where you are, where you are. Oh, oh.
And these questions, questions advertised in the name of the minister in charge of public sector reforms, been on the order paper for a very long time, very, very long time. So we have to take it, because we'll be rising on Friday. We have to take this question. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. Besides, front bench, Minister for Agric just wrote to us. I was just given a copy that he cannot come. That's fine. Eric has been a very dutiful person. I won't begrudge him. But his deputy must be here. The president must be watching. The first reshuffle must happen. So that they are Honorable Van der Poel, for instance. He is waiting. He has been lacing his shoe for a very long time. The first reshuffle must happen. Leader, tell the president, the ministers who are not ready to do public business, the president must reshuffle them. Honorable Zuela is ready. Honorable Sasu, for instance, he has been suffering for long. He's all waiting.
And as you do know, we had very, very good news over the weekend from ECOWAS. All the West African presidents endorsed him as the next Africa Union chairperson in 2027. So this convening, it's very timely and very fortuitous. And he will be looking forward to the report so that he can hit the ground running in 2027 when he becomes the chairperson of the African Union. And he has asked me to tell our convener, the Honorable John Allan Kwadwo, that he will have a very special place when he becomes AU chairperson because of the work he is doing. So we are definitely going to need the expertise, the experience, and this very reputable organization the Honorable John Allan Kwadwo has put together as Ghana prepares to assume the
to the court, and we look forward to making our case in the subsequent sittings of the court set at 13 January 2026. Thank you for your time and attention. The applicant actually prayed for suspension of the process, pursuant to the hearing of the substantive matter, and that is contained in the supplementary affidavit that was served on the Honorable Court. So we are most grateful to the court. It's in the interest of justice that where a legal issue is persistent and we have not reached the finality of it, we do not proceed to take any such decisions that will force the hand of the courts or render the decision of the court negatory. So we are excited that the court has given these orders.
I think my colleague has already made the case. For us, we are happy that national justice is taking its course, and as far as we are concerned, we will work with the court along the line to ensure that we get justice, because we believe that we have a case. It's as simple as that. That is the rule of law, and we in the MPP, we believe in the rule of law, and for us, justice and the rule of law should take its course. As long as the courts have accepted substituted service, he's going to be served. We'll come back to court on the 13th of January, where the main case will continue. First of all, it's not the respondent or the petitioners who should serve him or the plaintiff, no. It's an officer of the court that should do that. That is the bailiff who should do that. So the courts couldn't get him to be served. And for us, we think that the courts have done what they need to do by agreeing on substituted service, and we think that that's the right thing to be done. And we are happy with what has happened. Then we disagree with it entirely. That's why we are here. I'm saying we disagreed with it. That's why we are here. We are here on 3 grounds. We disagree with the outcome. That's why we went to an appeal. We also think that the court should not even have heard it, because the gentleman filed his case 32 days, and the law is very clear. You cannot file your issue 32 days after the Gazette, you can only file it within 21 days. And so we are here to look at, we are praying to the court to look at the issues and tell us who is right and who is not right. So let's move on. We'll get to the main case and then we'll get there.
I don't think it's going to be any difficult thing. The court was very straightforward with regards to the services. They indicated a timeline of 7 days, that when after posting it for 7 days, it is deemed to have been served. So posting it at the Supreme Court here is easy. Posting it at the High Court in Tamale is easy. Sending it to his WhatsApp is very easy for us. Posting it in his house is easy. So I don't think it's going to be any difficult matter. And once any of these 5 options given by the Supreme Court is adhered to, he has been deemed to be served. And again, if he tries to still be run away from it, it is very consequential. 7 days is 7 days. And in any case, the rerun of that particular elections has also been suspended. So there is no need to run. Come, face the court and get a judgment so that we can see where the judgment is going to go. But we are very confident and we are grateful. But we call on the Supreme Court to continue to uphold the rule of law and hold onto the strict strategy and procedure of the court. I don't think that anybody should be able to dodge the court and do whatever thing he likes. We will stay to the court and we will maintain the legal processes. I have always maintained that in terms of his status, if you go and read the Court of Appeal rule, 1997 and CI 19, specifically on Regulation 27, 1 to 3, it is clearly indicated and stated in the appeals court's order, the rules of appeal court. Once there is an application pending for stay of execution with the expiration of the 7 days mandatory stay of execution, then it stays, because even the speaker in his ruling on that particular day made reference to this particular appeals court rules that I have just quoted to you. And I think that by law, I think the Speaker ought to have ruled and make or remind the House that Honorable Nyindam still remains the MP for the good people of Pandai, the law. So they should apply it. We are not going to push.
As soon as possible.
The law. The law should be applied. The law should be applied. It's not for somebody to push, but the law must be applied. And that what is given to any other person must also be given to Nyindam. We have Jachikuisin enjoying from the same legal view. We also have Dana Bodakwe enjoying from same legal views. I don't think Nyindam is coming from Togo. He's coming from Ghana, and the constitution and laws of Ghana must also be giving him that particular privilege.
I think my colleagues have said it all, that when it comes to the law, it is the law. And it is important that we as nationals enforce the details of the law. It doesn't really add up for a petitioner to go to courts, initiate processes challenging parliamentary results, and then a high court comes up with judgment, and it is being challenged, but Parliament will rush out and communicate to Electoral Commission, and the Electoral Commission will then issue statement for conduct of a rerun of a parliamentary elections. And I expect that you will look at it. I expect that you look at Article 99(2) of the 1992 Constitution. I expect that you look at it. When the affected person is challenging the process, you don't rush. Today, the Supreme Court says, put a stop to it. And that is it. And that is the law.
What does this mean?
I expect that the media will interrogate some of these things. A petitioner go to court to say that in 41 polling stations, there have been infractions, and I'm challenging those ones. How come a judge will say that I will extend it to cover all the 152? What is the basis? And nobody is questioning that. That is what is being challenged, and we will challenge until the decision is made by the court. We respect the Supreme Court, we respect the Court of Jurisdiction, and we must allow that to operate. We are not in a banana republic, are we? We are not. We will take it one after the other. But this tells you that the law is the law. People are in the constituency trying to put themselves together to participate in a rerun. It is not going to happen because this is an election the MPP candidate won. In fact, we won both the presidential and parliamentary. And the people have decided no one can overturn it. until this electoral cycle ends, Matthew Nyindam is the member of parliament for Pandai. Please.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Boshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this bronya. Come join us. Let's cook jollof. Buy and sell on Saturday, 20th of December 2025. To exhibit, call 0243 272 753 or 055 282 0211.
Bonjour, c'est ABC from Sénégal. Je représenterai le Sénégal au festival Jollof Festival qui sera le 20 décembre 2025 au Metro TV. Donc j'invite tous les francophones, tous les Sénégalais, tous les francophones de venir manger. I will be at the Ghana Jollof Festival, who will be at 20th December. So I'm inviting all the francophones, all the Senegalese to come and eat and enjoy Ghana food as well as Senegal dishes.
Hello my friends, my name is Calkids Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calkids, happy smile.
In a world where everything is connected, your business's security is only as strong as its weakest link. The growing threat of cybercrime has become an unescapable reality. In 2025 alone, the projected cost of cybercrime is expected to grow to $10 trillion globally, with small-medium businesses disproportionately targeted. Cyber threats have become increasingly sophisticated, widespread, and invisible, placing unequipped organizations at risk of massive damages in a matter of seconds. Meet Virtual InfoSec Africa, Ghana's Tier 1 certified managed security service provider. We don't just monitor threats, we predict, prevent, and respond 24/7. At Virtual InfoSec Africa, we deliver bold and cost-effective cybersecurity solutions tailored to your organization's size and complexity. Whether you're a startup or a national institution, our services scale with your needs. We offer 24/7 SOC monitoring, early warning threat intelligence, managed detection and response, digital forensics and incident response, and predictive analysis and threat hunting. From endpoint protection to dark web forensics, we secure every layer of your digital ecosystem. Why wait for a breach to act? Join the ranks of high institutions who trust Virtual InfoSec Africa to secure their future. Start your 3-month free trial of our early warning threat intelligence platform today. For more inquiries, contact 055-689-2086 or visit our website at www.virtualinfosecafrica.com.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, is that you? Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the accent.
Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Friendly sasso quell.
Yeah, to my sasso. Come tom preko.
Ante saba, ewo mo bodi ni ma nke kwana mo ba.
Oh, ko se. Ena me di asemasi o. Kane ne pa no na saa na me so ya na wode me. Edure na adi me nkwa no. Kingdom Garlic Bitters.
No, mo benefit me.
Me benefit wan. Oso kwato wo de.
Abrewa, this mama abrante. Me shuve. Won anti kakra na wabre. No Kingdom Garlic Bitters ene ne capsules. Nenya hoden abrebia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters ene ne capsules. Asembia anye ho. Edeben we hu ama wani agise.
Senior na me wife company one personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules nti. Se sia mpaso aye de.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Emani tie ni asumdie befi abrebia. Oba bia o de pua haw no. Edro ba kupa wo hia ne tremendous capsules. Tremendous capsules, esiesie wu ma wo ye obesima. Enro yi wo benya bi wo ba bia yeton nro bia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
Are you a public sector worker dreaming of owning your own home but worried about the upfront cost? At Rehoboth Havens, we've made home ownership not only possible but simple, affordable, and convenient. For the first time, you can own your own home with no physical deposit required. Through our partnership with reputable Ghanaian banks, your Provident Fund becomes your deposit, making the process smooth and stress-free. After that, you simply pay the balance through an affordable mortgage with monthly installments designed to fit your income. With mortgage rates as low as 15% and a repayment period of up to 20 years, securing your future home has never been easier. And the best part, every Ghanaian worker deserves a decent home. Own your 2-bedroom home today, starting from just 675,000 Ghana cedis, or upgrade to our executive 3 and 4 bedrooms, all on Sweet Homes, even for more space, comfort, and luxury. Rehoboth Havens is located in the serene hills of Ayimensa Damfa, offering breathtaking views of the Pediasi Ebri Mountains. Here, you're not just buying a house, you are joining a secure gated community designed for peace, privacy, and comfortable family living. Say goodbye to land litigation, building stress, and construction delays. Say hello to your own home. move-in ready, and free from legal complications. Secure your retirement now. For more information, call us today at +233 55 375 1933 or +233 20 682 3524. Rehoboth Social Housing, your housing dream becomes reality.
Bronye, Cartus Agri Limited, bro, the more de, the more ham, na mwatimia dinu anijimu, ewa ufie, ene wunyumem, ewa nkran ha, kumase, Cape Coast, ene takrade, yawa packages ahudu wama bronye, me duffel pa package no, ye mau akuko broiler baako, layer baako, inkosia kreti mienu, Nyama chicken spices akahu. Ninyina eye 450 Ghana cedis per. Me duffel pa. Emo deye. Anasa open akesie mu nso a ye wo akoko bolobo package ne ma ho. Ye no, ye ma nkoko broilers mienu, layers mienu, nkosua crate mienu. Nyama chicken spices akahu. Ninyina 800 Ghana cedis per. Akoko bolobo. Nkoko bebre. Eni yeso bebre. Ye no akire no, ye wo don sada package ma. Ye no no ye ma musua eni nyumaku ahodo. Ye ma nkoko broilers miensa, layers miensa, nkosua 3 crates. Nyama chicken spices akahu. Ninyina 1200 Ghana cedis per. Wait there, order sisia na enjoy more. Na sa wo ye adwumaku na wo order ye package mu bia ye free delivery at the brow. Nemum enhyehyɛ kakra wo ho. Frekatus Agri Limited ewo 0558 376127 ana 0241 674268 and afi 020 331 5557. Bronye choose Cartus Agri Limited. Cartus Agri Limited. Freshness you can trust.
Hello, Auntie Abena. You won't believe what just happened. Grandma received her 4 TVs. 4 TVs? Yes, 4.
Okay, I'm coming. It's like a scandal now. You are using it to spread grandma like that.
Spread grandma?
4 TVs, 2 fridges, microwave. Abba, Kojo, why? Do you want to open an electrical shop for her?
Hey, no! It's a regular 100 cedis I send her.
I'm sure it's Uncle Atu.
Let's call him.
Atu? Why? Atu? Why are you spreading a grandma with appliances?
Me? Spread who? When? How? Please, oh, it could be Amma.
Let's call Amma.
Let me call her.
Hello?
Amma, why?
What are you saying?
Appliances for grandma, no. Why?
Hey, it's not me, oh.
Assembly, critical.
Let's call grandma.
Let's call grandma.
Hello? Hey, grandma. So who is buying all those stuff for you?
Call me Granny Cash. Grandma know the joke, the luckiest. If they do me 5 here. When I buy ticket 100 cedis, I pay them small or big. I automatically get my free gift.
Hey, sir! Yes, so with the luckiest, anytime you buy tickets up to 100 cedis, whether small or at once, you are guaranteed to win a free gift. TV sets, fridges, hampers, airtime, cash. Remember to dial *712#, choose option 4 and follow the prompt. With the luckiest, everybody wins. Even Granny Cash.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Voshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this bronya. Come join us. Let's cook jollof. Buy and sell on Saturday, 20th of December 2025. To exhibit, call 0243 272 753 or 055 282 0211.
Bonjour, c'est ABC from Sénégal. Je représenterai le Sénégal au festival Jollof Festival qui sera le 20 décembre 2025 au Metro TV. Donc j'invite tous les francophones, tous les Sénégalais, tous les francophones de venir manger. I will be at the Ghana Jollof Festival, who will be at 20th December. So I'm inviting all the francophones, all the Senegalese to come and eat and enjoy Ghana food as well as Senegal dishes.
Politician and an honorable Canadian Japan or your politician. Kugudu, Minister delegates, baby, who could know a polling station executive, and our year and so your polling station executive. Mesrao, Obian Kranage, Obian Kranage or politics, Obian Kranage, 80 honorable Ken Kranage. Okrani ambition. Mesumi krama drain. Mesumi yaman manyosem. Na manyosem na obia eyeno. Obia kwa baby and ho bede. Besedi obia kwa baby and ho bede. Dr. Boacheka so kan sembi. Maintain honorable Kennedy Japan. Menene womba pore ahofefuo mienu. Bemu abako ena oba abako. It maintain honorable Kennedy Japan. But and your family and friends and I hear what who could do? Messi I if you na yabalo, who could do? Who go do? Pacho Muntiamio. Opposition na yaba na yabe fienu. E wasi ebe suya nsa o. Ya kotina be mu ye family and I. Any ye ne. Iti amanyo semu a ye wo party level no. Me adwa safo. Meti me nya dey. Esa nsa ya kwa be mu koye bi. Ebo aye ya na ata amwa ye. Na me mamu example be. Me study contested to be MP in the year 2007. Atne we di amanyo semunimu a wokuo mu abesinne. My serving as member of parliament for 12 years. My deputy majority leader. My minister for procurement. My minister for gender. It may be some say. Men somewhere. And honorable Canada Japan so I am dear. Meboa. Men can say or no never fa. Nemom ye assume say wafa. Now I got now Jubilee House. Na me CV edda ho. Ya ka CV ya so ko pa adwuma. Na mo hwe adwuma amaye. Ene somo amasom oman yi ene mama ne ko. Na se dru ho. na obetimi ahwem animu aka say oba menene wo mamienu ma appoint no as minister for BB ejabe to Ghana Gugudu Mesidiai and the Kennedy Japan me nim no menena wo mienu no onye into my political career is at stake. My future is at stake, and my future is with Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud.
Emma, we make NDC look like they are angels. Do we remember Fonka games? Friends of Nana Kuredo Ajimai Rollins, Fonka, and then the Mahama group. Do we remember what happened? To the extent that Emma, the founder's wife, got angry and she left the party. And this is problem those see you. Yeah, founder by Nathan was a party. And Alan left in 2024, and all of a sudden we are pretending as if MPP at some NDC, the founder. Kuledo Ajimai Rollins was not only the founder's wife, she was integral in the foundation of the NDC. She left the party. She formed her own party. And yet NDC have one power. So why are we pretending? Say, you see, in every organization, you need like-minded people to win. And we need 1,000. That's a 10 because of the Chumas. But we are 10, not 10 in about which we win. So I am not a subscriber to a group where we say that if we have negative energy, no matter what the negative energy must say, it's not true. And it's also not true that when some of your members leave your party and form a party, you won't win elections. It's not true. The NDC, the year they won elections was the year they formed NDP out of it. With Zidane, Francis Esiam, and Co. We know all these things. Maybe the way I'm motivated for 2028, that's what I want all of us in this room to be motivated. Understanding that we are a human organization. We falter, we fail, we struggle, but we still have to rise up and fight. That is our job. We can't stay down forever. If they get the slightest of idea, say we are fighting, they will take advantage of our fights. And they will break us apart. But the party that was formed by our elders now, it survived violence, no? It cannot be said, say, when they go to our 10, we allow that party to fail.
Government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Good morning. Today is the 17th of December 2025. Welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro, and it's always a pleasure to come your way. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and as I always say, this is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad in it. I want to say a big thanks to the Almighty God for being alive and kicking, and to rejoin or to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that is happening in our dear country, Ghana. I'll go straight ahead and look at the front page stories of the various newspapers that we have today. Daily Graphic this morning is reporting that Otumfuo settles a Boku dispute, says Azoka is rightful chief. Suspend Kwandai election rerun, Supreme Court tells EC. Now, when the gods speak again, a legendary play returns to stage today, and there's Dodge Health Insurance MTN Momo partner to expand health insurance. The Ghanaian Times, Boku conflict. President Mahama calls for calm after Otumfuo committee presents report. The Supreme Court holds Kwandai seat rerun. ban raw rubber exports to save local industry. WRHC urges government. At the African Summit, African leaders renew calls for unity. Doge MTN Momo introduced digital health insurance on a Momo app. Daily Guide. SC blocks Bandai election rerun. MPP flag bearer race, Bawumia leads with 67.8%, Ken 21.3%, CAS survey. Nana dismisses Oforiatta intervention claims. 5 social media police officers interdicted. The new crusading guide. Customs, a Q-bag, strengthening alliance to boost revenue and trade efficiency. Chado Lands petition Powell as presidency over minister's attempt to sidestep Supreme Court judgment. CAS latest survey, NPP delegates decisive on Bawumia, 67.8% wanting for flag bearer, whilst Kennedy Japan wobbles with poultry 21.3%. I have not sought Mohammed's intervention over Ken Oforiatta, Akufo-Addo. Upon Nkrumah hands over new classroom blocks to Ofuasia Yerebi constituency, State House and Republic Bank partner to address mortgage housing deficit. Gideon Boakun blasts finance minister over debt dollar distortions. The Herald. Akufo-Addo wants Ken Oforiatta to face rule of law amidst concerns over cousin's fate but denies seeking safe passage. Boku rival chief must be reassigned or remain as private citizen. Otumfuo said to the second to Nayere. Colombia, Ghana push port-led growth and investment. 20% dues tax blocking Ghana's $1 billion export opportunity. GBC boss told to step down for presidential audit. The Insight. Interior Minister versus Supreme Court. Muntaka accused of using state security to overturn landmark land judgment. Lawful recognition of Boku Naba key to peace in Boku, says Asante-Hene. Our ties with Palestine remain unbroken. VIP Lord's tenure of outgoing Palestinian envoy. Illegal miners lay siege at the Black Volta as Upper West communities cry for state protection. There's a Miniplus Limited condemns raid on its warehouse by unidentified thugs. And as Brian Sticks MPP come back on a discipline, unity and grassroots support or grassroots power. Small-scale miners call for government support to boost hard rock mining in Uni Valley. The Accra Times. Bagbin's life, a testament of mentorship and national impact. Openyi Yalba calls on states to iconize him. 2 great sons of Upper East laid to rest, Professor Thomas Akabza and David Adenze Kanga. Just souls rest in peace. Adjusted for Dams Ken for Bawumia, there's MPA host CEO's breakfast meeting ahead of Ghana International Petroleum Conference, that's GIPCON. That's it for the Accra Times. And the Custodian says Yegbon would Lord's government a great modernization agenda. 67.9% of MPP delegates prefer Bawumia for 2028 CAS survey. Akufo-Addo denies engaging Mahama on Oforiatta's case. The Supreme Court suspends Bandai by election. Gideon Boakun accuses Finance Minister of double talk over Ghana's debt. And the Support Nkrumah presents new classroom blocks of Fasi IAB schools. And then the Ghanaian publisher, Bawumia tops confidence poll. Professor Yankatu Mahama, 3rd term is a red line. Supreme Court holds a Bandai election rerun, and there's Jospon donates 200,000 cedis for mosque projects. All right, so that's it for the front pages of the papers that we have today. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My guest already seated here. Well, perhaps what I'm just told, that I just go straight ahead and introduce my guest. So, Mr. Kwesi Pratt Jr. is the former managing editor of the Insight newspaper. He has joined us this morning. Good morning, sir. And thank you very much for joining us on the show, boss. It's always good to see you. And also joining us is MP for the Efija Kwabre North constituency. That's the Honorable Collins. In fact, Mr. Collins Adomako Mensah is the Honorable Member of Parliament for the Efija Kwabre North constituency, also a member of the Finance Committee of Parliament. Honorable, it's good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I hope you're doing very well. We're picking up some intel. Maybe you would want to confirm that to us, but I'm told that you have chalked some milestone. But we'll talk about that shortly. But before then, let's watch this video, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
I think that this government is doing very well. It is depressing to hear how much people have stolen. Too much money has been stolen from the system. And the people who stole the money from this system, some of them shared the money with the people who are in the system now. Like people who are in this government shared money with the people who are in the previous government. We know all of them. Just that I'm saying that if you hear the amount of money that people have taken, $280 million.
And go ahead.
You find it. I don't know if Ghanaians understand dollar. Yeah, like when you hear that some people have taken $280 million. All those who stole Ghana money from Kwame Nkrumah's time, their children are not better than us. Stop stealing. And this is what, if we don't like the special prosecutor, we have to remove him with due process. We have to remove him, but with due process. But you cannot say that because we are not seeing action, we must abolish the whole office of the special prosecutor. So okay, there is armed robbery in Ghana, so let's abolish the Ghana Police Service. Because they have not been able to stop armed robbery. Yes, arrest all the armed robbers. How does that work? Just having that office alone may deter people from engaging in some corrupt activities. Just having the office. There are so many things that you need to strengthen the office of the special prosecutor. And this is what John Mahama said throughout the campaign, that we need to strengthen this office because he wants to fight corruption. But if you come and say, let's abolish it entirely, has the Attorney General's office been able to prosecute everybody? There are cases where you go to court and they say Attorney General is not coming, so then the court, the case has been whatever. So I like Martin Kpebu. But Martin must also not be an educated Chairman to me under John Mahama. You cannot go attend an invitation by a security agency, and you are a lawyer, you know the law, you have been invited. You cannot go to such a place and go with your own police or whatever, go with maybe say bloggers, go with, no, you are bigger than that.
Is that what he did?
And when you go, you want to show them that you are in power. That's why they have to arrest you. Nobody is above the law. And Martin himself, I mean, honestly, I like him.
Right, so this is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I apologize, I did not bring you the front page stories of 3 newspapers. My attention has been drawn to it. So the Daily Statesman this morning says that Supreme Court suspends Kwandai rerun. And then there's GIIF case, the ageist witness escapes court after defense showdown. I will win MPP flag by election, Brandon Champon declares. There's Bawumia leads in CAS poll. And the Akufo-Addo denies seeking Mohammed's intervention for Oforiatta. Corn Commission's classroom blocks in Ofuase Ayerebi. And then the Informer says that Kwandai rerun, Supreme Court pulls break on EC. And there's NDC disowns Mahama Yarga over Mahama third term agenda. Makokwe opposes Galamsey Court, and there's removal petition against Kulende dismissed. Boku mediation reports must bind all parties, as that by Dotun for himself. Metro Lens says 2026 MVP primaries, Bawumia leads as delegates put competence, experience above identity in later survey. Otunfo presents Boku Peace mediation report to President Mahama. There's the Jospon Group donates towards Zoom Lion Central Mosque completion. Gary Nimako urges lawyers to show fidelity to the law. So these are the papers that I forgot to basically bring to your attention. But obviously, there was a story which was reported by the Herald newspaper on Monday, and it was discussed on this platform. It had to do with some intervention that we're told the former president intends to make on behalf of Ken Oforiatta. And it has to do with the issues with the Office of the Special Prosecutor and so on. And so yesterday, the office, the former president's office had to issue a statement, okay, in response to the Herald report or publication. I want us to read that that statement, and it has actually been captured in today's Herald as well. I mean, once the office has deemed it necessary to respond, it tells you that, you know, they place a lot of premium on that publication, even if it's not entirely true. So, Bright, I don't know whether the statement is ready. I want us to read it directly, straight from the. Bright, is the statement ready? Okay. All right. So let me do this. The Herald, good. So here we go. It's office of the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 16th December 2025. And it says, it's a rejoinder. Troubled Akufo-Addo seeks Mohammed's audience for Ofori-Atta's return. That's how it was captioned, I recall, on Monday. Monday's edition of the Herald newspaper. And it says, the attention of the office of the former president of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has been brought to a publication by the Herald newspaper, which has been subsequently reported by other media outlets on the above subject matter. Now, the publication claimed that the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is considering approaching John Dramani Mahama, president, to seek audience, okay, or to seek assurances of the safe passage for Ofori-Atta. The office wishes to state emphatically that this publication is utterly false. It is a total fabrication by the supposed source. The office further states that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has neither contemplated such a consideration nor expressly or impliedly made any such request or representation to President John Dramani Mahama, his agents, or assigns. As a firm believer in democratic tenets, Nana Akufo-Addo's fidelity to the rule of law has never been in question. It is true, now this is where it gets interesting. It says it is true that the fate of Mr. Ofori-Atta is of considerable concern, right, to the former president, because after all, apart from Mr. Ofori-Atta being his cousin, more importantly, he was the Minister for Finance in both the government of his mandate. But that concern does not extend to wanting to interfere with the rule of law. Hopefully, this sets the record straight on this matter. The office also demands that the errant publications reproduce this rejoinder in accordance with the former president's right. Signed, Office of the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, it's been reproduced. In fact, it's been published by today's Herald newspaper. Now, the paper then continues. So the paper, what the Herald did today is they reproduced the statement, but then it goes ahead to say that the Herald on Monday, 15 December 2025, reported that the former president was deeply distressed by the growing controversy surrounding his cousin and former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta over matters arising from his nearly 8-year tenure at the finance ministry. The ex-president is demanding a special passage when the man once regarded as a financial wizkid arrives at Kotoka International Airport to confront his mini skeletons. According to sources, the former president wants Mr. Ofori-Atta, who has been in the U.S. since January this year, on claims of a medical condition related to his kidney, to immediately return to Ghana to personally address the allegations, particularly those being pursued by the office of the special prosecutor. Insiders say Mr. Akufo-Addo believes that the ongoing allegations are tarnishing the family's name and undermining the legacy of his administration, and insists that his cousin should return home to face the law and prove his innocence. And the family sources also further reveal that the former president has been shocked and even embarrassed by reports alleging procurement breaches, abuse of public office, and violations of procurement and criminal laws, potentially involving substantial sums of public funds and irregular state contracts. Collins, do you think this should we should allow sleeping dogs to lie, or do you still think there are issues in there? Herald makes a publication, the office says it's not true.
Well, good morning.
End of story.
Good morning to yourself and to Ankwesi. Today is the birthday of a very good friend of mine, Ivy, who used to work with Pan African TV.
Right.
She's one of the few journalists who traveled all the way to my constituency to cover my activities prior to the elections.
Okay.
Today is her birthday. I wish her all the best.
Okay.
I read the story.
Before you talk about the main story, let me also congratulate you on this occasion. It's not your birthday, but it's an anniversary. 14 years you've been married.
Yes.
And this is the woman in your shot. Yes. Your lovely wife. Your lovely wife.
So Bright has taken over the job of Annie.
They married on a stream.
You know when this guy Luba Mata came, I was watching a law program hosted by a good friend Samson Ladi, and the lawyer was actually telling us that there are some marriages that are not even valid. So when you marry at a place like this, assuming I'm not saying that's what happened to you. You married at a place like this, no pastor, and in fact, the pastor who is supposed to be officiating the marriage is supposed to be someone who is validly licensed by the state to officiate it, and that pastor has about 3 months window. After beyond which, you can't officiate unless you go back to the state for the state to license you again. So venue has to be licensed. The pastor has to be licensed. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But I hope you got all of it. You take all those boxes.
Bright has been well trained by Annie.
To do mischief, man.
It's interesting to find out why the Honorable Member of Parliament at that time decided to marry in a canoe on a stream. Very, very interesting.
But this was a photo shoot after the wedding. The Legon, Legon campus. Yes. They have a botanical garden kind of. Yes.
Okay.
So that's where we took the pictures.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So water was important. You needed to step in water to demonstrate love.
Yeah, right. So this was after, or this was before the event? This was after the event.
After the event.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
wow. What's
your
her
suit
name?
will get wet. Did it get wet?
No, I was standing on it.
It appears you are stepping in the stream.
Oh, is it?
All of that was taken care of.
Janet, her name is Janet.
Oh, she's called Janet.
Janet, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been 14 years.
Wow.
And
wow.
She's given me 3 lovely kids.
Kids, okay.
I just want to thank her for her patience. Politicians, most of the times you are not home, the constituency, traveling here and there. I think when I met her, I was already into politics. I was an assemblyman by then.
Okay.
Yes, and so it's been some back and forth. But she's been a rock behind the family. And I'm grateful to her for her support all these years. This morning, here I am. I had to wake up very early, on an anniversary to be here. She understands that I have to work.
So basically, who you marry really matters.
She didn't get wet for nothing.
No, but how do you know she go wet? Hold on. Is it pun intended or pun not intended?
No.
Okay. You get talking about this. Because we needed that clarity.
With the gown and everything.
Yeah, no. I don't think she go wet. I don't think she go wet. At least there's no evidence. When I came this morning, you were reading the Constitution, so I know you are very heavy on evidence. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what's going to happen?
It's a very normal life, It's just. I'm sure she will call me after the show.
Yeah.
She's quite a reserved person, and seeing her picture on national television, like I'm sure she will call me to ask why did I do that?
Right. But they are the bosses, eh?
Yeah. I call her the IGP. Yes, she's the IGP of the house.
I recall when Randy was here. Anytime you mention his wife, you say, "That's my boss."
Yes.
IGP very powerful people,
IGP of the house. Yes.
I know. But anyway, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's just 14 years. We hope, not just, but it's 14 years. We hope and pray that there's many more years to come.
Absolutely.
And, our regards to the children, entire family.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
It a big, okay. Anyway, so back to the
story. Yeah, as I said, I read the story
on Monday. Eh?
Yes, okay. I read the story and I saw the rebuttal. In fact, when I read the story, I knew there was something fishy about the story because the Nana Addo I know to interfere in these processes. It was a little bit too far-fetched for me. And so I was not surprised when yesterday there was a rejoinder from his office debunking the story. And as you read, he said that he has not thought of interfering with the whole process.
Okay.
It's a rule of law. He does not, and he made it very clear. Yeah, he said that's my cousin. He was a finance minister in my administration. So yes, it should be a concern to me, whatever goes on. But to go to the extent of interfering in the whole investigative process in order to have a safe landing for his cousin, I think that should settle the matter. Once his office has come out to say that that is not true, I think we should let the sleeping dogs lie. But of course, I don't know where the journalists got their source from. But once the interested party has come out to say that that could not be true, I think sleeping dogs can lie. He did not request for an apology or anything from the journalists. All he did was to set the record straight. And for me, that should settle the matter.
Okwesi.
Well, I don't see the big deal about this story.
Right.
What's the story? What's the big deal?
But will it even be wrong if the former president, seeks audience with the president to say, look, my cousin is not well. Is there a way you can talk to the office of the special prosecutor to sort of treat him with some kid gloves?
How can anybody do that?
Will it be wrong?
How can anybody do that?
Okay.
I mean, given the emphasis on the independence of the office of the special prosecutor and so on. And in any case, what ailment are we talking about? We're talking about prostate cancer.
Right.
Do you know the thousands of men who have prostate cancer and are going about their normal duties?
Maybe there's more to it that we don't know. To his health
So
complications that we don't know.
what is the more that there is to it? Well, why is that more? You know the number of people in this country and in the world, men, who have prostate cancer and are going about their normal duties and so on. Do you know? Let's just stop wasting our time. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Well, it continues to say that Jubilee House insiders tell the Herald that although President Mahama has not yet been approached, he firmly believes that the law must be allowed to take its full course and is therefore unwilling to enter any arrangement with the former president regarding his cousin. The president opposes granting the sought safe passage. Additionally, some officials in the Mahama administration hold that Mr. Ofori-Atta must first account for and where necessary fund any state funds allegedly acquired during his tenure before any discussions can be held about his return or the possibility of leniency. But there's a portion.
When they talk about safe passage,
yes.
what does it mean? Really, I mean, safe passage. What does it mean?
Right.
Let's just forget the story and just move on.
That's this portion, Okwesi and Collins. The office wishes to state, it is true that the fate of Mr. Ofori-Atta is of considerable concern to the former president because, after all, apart from Mr. Ofori-Atta being his cousin, more importantly, he was a minister for finance in both the governments of his mandate. But that concern does not extend to wanting to interfere with the rule of law. So the matter is of grave concern to for two reasons, because he's his family relative and also former
Does this concern
you? That's not. It's not.
How does this concern you? Master, how does this concern you?
Right.
Why? Is the former president the only person with a cousin?
Yeah.
Certainly everybody's cousin's matter will concern you.
Yes.
Should the office have even responded to this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Because Kwesi raises one issue.
No, but if a newspaper like the Herald puts on its front page that the former president is seeking audience with the current president in order to assist with a certain process to give his cousin a safe landing in a criminal investigation, that should be a concern. It's as if the former president wants to interfere in the whole process. So he needed to set the record straight. And the fact that he's concerned is normal. I should be concerned about whatever happens to my cousin or a family member, especially when I appointed that same person in my government. And that same person is being investigated for his tenure during his appointment. I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. So if I'm concerned about it, that's fine. But I'll not go to the extent of interfering in the whole criminal investigative process. To the extent I want to meet the current president to talk to him and to find a way to... No. I think it was good he clarified. But as Uncle said, this shouldn't be an issue at all.
Right.
And I don't even know where the Herald got their source from.
Right.
Once the former president has come to clarify, I think we should just move on.
All right. And just allow sleeping dogs to lie, huh? Okay. So at long last, it appears that we have, yeah, so that's the Herald story, the Monday's publication of the Herald. So Trouble the Akufo-Addo seeks Mohammed's audience for Ken Ofori-Atta's return. So the impression I even get from the story is that...
You see,
yes.
Who is blocking Ken Ofori-Atta's return? Nobody is blocking his return. As a matter of fact, everybody expects him to return home.
Right.
So what's the problem?
Yeah.
And then there is talk about safe landing.
Yes.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Right. So Larry Dogwe has sent me a message. Larry, I'm not too clear about the message you just sent to me. He's a managing editor of the paper. Larry, if you can clarify the statement you just said, that the statement didn't ask for Ken Ofori-Atta to return. I'm not too sure what you mean. So if you can send me the story, send me the a more clearer or a clearer, message so that I can read it, because quite clearly I think that Larry disagrees with us, which is fine. Which we can deal with that.
No, disagrees with what? What have we said for which anybody can agree?
No, he's actually sending a message to clarify the point he was making. So, but whilst at it, obviously and the honourable, it looks like we're making some headway with the Boku situation. Otunfo has finally been able to crack the code, and yesterday he was at the presidency to present a report on the way forward on the Boku chieftaincy crisis. We don't know if this is what would finally deal with the situation in Boku. But here's the thing: it says Otunfo said it's in all the papers actually today, front page.
Otunfo, is it in all the papers?
Yes, I'm sure it's in the inside too. I thought I saw it in there. So Otunfo settles Boku dispute, says Azoka is rightful chief. The reporter, Kester Abraham Kranche, says that the Asante Otunfo said to the second has presented the findings and recommendations of the mediation in the protracted Boku chieftaincy conflict to the president at the Jubilee House, stating that the current lawfully recognized chief, that's Zugran Asigiri Abugrago Azoka, is the undisputed Boku Naba and paramount chief of the Kusasi traditional area. The mediation, which aimed to find a lasting solution to the disputes, and it continues here, concluded that the existing legal and constitutional framework must be upheld to ensure lasting peace. The presentation ceremony held at the Jubilee House in Accra yesterday was attended by the Vice President, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the President of the National House of Chiefs, that's Ojia, I think it's Ujia, I believe I've got that, Yaojebi, I hope I got that pronunciation correctly, the second. And then the Minister for the Interior, Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed, senior government officials and members of the National Peace Council, among other dignitaries. In a 45-minute presentation, Asante stated that I am not here, I'm here not to give a judgment of who was wrong and who was right. I'm here to present the facts as they are so that we can have peace. The sole mediator then traced the historical circumstances of the Boku chieftaincy, drawing on both verbal accounts and documented records, including court proceedings and landmark decisions. He read in full the report of the mediation process, including the recommendations, choosing to announce the details himself and not to leave room for rumors of twisted fact. It says, with rapt attention, the packed hall at the Jubilee House listened virtually spellbound with various security chiefs, the judiciary heads of major national institutions, the clergy, Muslim clerics, the National Peace Council, parliamentarians, among others, in attendance. The conclusion to the Otunfo's delivery was greeted with profound applause, the ball thumping with heartbeats in unison as peace appeared to be close at hand in Boku at long last. A reading from this final report, Otunfo detailed his extensive engagement with all the parties, including the Nayeri, the overlord of the Mampuru, the Boku Naba, and chiefs of affected communities in the Kusasi area. He reveals that a crucial request from the Nairi was for the transfer of certain towns, including Boku, to be under his authority to Eskin. However, after thorough consultation and review of the historical and legal context, the mediation arrived at a definitive conclusion. Now, he's stating unequivocally that the current position of the law, as affirmed by the Supreme Court of Ghana, was that Asigri Azoka remains the lawful Bawku Naba. And so government says that Asantehene called on the government to firmly enforce the existing laws to ensure lasting peace in Bawku and its environs. So, yeah, there's a continuation on page 16 where the president himself has been talking about it. But I guess that I'll just pick your brief thoughts on this so we can move on to some other issues. Yep. So, yeah. So I'll start with you. Obviously.
Me?
At long last.
Oh, okay.
So we found peace in Bawku.
Who told you?
It appears. It appears.
Who told you that?
Why do you think it is? Why do you think there's? You still
All
think there are
that
issues?
was said yesterday.
Yes.
All that was said yesterday by the Asantehene is that there's a Supreme Court ruling. Let's enforce the Supreme Court ruling. Didn't we know all the time that there was a Supreme Court ruling which needed to be enforced?
But
did you have to set up another committee, commission, whatever, to come and tell us that there's a Supreme Court ruling which needed to be enforced?
Because see, the two parties couldn't even agree on the Supreme Court judgment. That's why there was always a fight. There were always conflict.
So what is new?
Now, the Asantehene has been able to say that, look, this is what the Supreme Court says, and these are the reasons why the Supreme Court has made this pronouncement. So
didn't we know that before? What is new? Tell me what is new. There's nothing new. We have always known that there's a Supreme Court ruling on the Bawku chieftaincy affair. And we have always known that until the Supreme Court has reversed its decision, until there has been some legal processes and so on, that decision needed to be enforced. That's all that the Asantehene is saying. We've known that all the time. What is new? Somebody should be telling me what is new.
One of the factions has agreed, which didn't used to be the case. Now one of the factions says, okay, I agree that I am the chief, and there's the other person says, I agree, I'm not the chief. So, peace. That's new.
Is that how Supreme Court decisions are
Before
enforced?
the two, well, we tried it. We've sent military, we've sent police. It wasn't just working. Every time there's something happening in Bawku. But now they've made a firm assurance that that would end.
You see, this morning, and you said it, I mean, I spent a lot of time going through the Constitution.
Right.
I've paid particular attention to Articles 270 to 277. There's nothing here which suggests that chieftaincy disputes should be resolved this way. Nothing in the Constitution. The mandate to resolve chieftaincy disputes is clearly spelled out in the Constitution. Read Article 270 to 277. Actually, page 150 to page 153.
Right.
It's clear. You understand? Now, if all we needed to do was an affirmation that there's a Supreme Court decision which needs to be enforced, we wouldn't be here. You understand? I know that, conflict is not a pleasant thing. I know that many people have lost their lives in the Bawku chieftaincy dispute. I know that has disrupted economic activity. I know that there's a general fatigue. People want it to be resolved anyhow, somehow. People want an end to this conflict. And therefore, people are ready to hold on to straws, Anything that sounds like being hopeful, people are happy about it. They want to hold on to it and so on. But I think, look, we must look at substance. And when I'm looking at substance, the Bawku chieftaincy disputes, like most chieftaincy disputes, it's a colonial legacy, clear colonial legacy. All of this spring from Britain's decision to apply indirect rule, the Lord Lugard principle. That's created all of these, many of these problems, you understand? So we need to take a very firm decision as a country to heal the colonial rules, to dismantle the legacy of colonialism. And that's not an easy task. You understand? It's not an easy task at all. This strange, absolutely lunatic approach to governance, which Lord Lugard introduced, is responsible for all of this. You know, Lord Lugard decided that the crown, the British crown, needed to be insulated from certain decisions and so on, and that it was easier to manipulate our people to accept colonial rule if that rule came through the chiefs. So the Lugard principle was established. And in areas where there were no chiefs, the British sought to create chiefs. In many parts of the north, chieftaincy, as we know in the Akan areas and so on, was not practiced there. There, the Tindanis were actually the leaders, the administrative heads, administrative and spiritual heads and so on. The British went beyond the Tindanis and created chiefs. You understand? It's even the same in the Gandangwe areas, where the Wuloma were the leaders, the administrative leaders, administrative and political leaders, administrative, political and spiritual leaders. And they sought to create this institution of chieftaincy and so on, completely dislocated our traditional institutions which were evolving and developing, you understand, and created this mess for us. This is not the only place where there's a problem. If it comes to African spirituality and so on, colonialism did a lot of damage. You know, our educational system is hugely problematic. At the time that I went to secondary school, some of the examination questions for history were very strange questions. I mean, it was common to find a question like, can you discuss the positive and negative impacts of colonialism? You remember? I'm sure that in your time you also dealt with that. We were being asked to discuss positive and negative impact of colonialism. What can be positive about domination and exploitation and so on? You understand? And yet, we're brainwashed. We're brainwashed. We need to recalibrate. We need to reset. And it's a whole huge enterprise. It's not just about Boku chieftaincy dispute. It's not just about chieftaincy conflicts. It's about everything. Our educational system, you know, our legal system, everything needs to be reset. So you take Boku conflict as an isolation and go and tinker with it, and you think you solved the problem. You haven't solved any problem. It's going to break out from some other place. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So, look, if you want to look at this as colonial legacy, let's look at it as colonial legacy and deal with the problem as a colonial legacy. I mean, yesterday I heard the briefing by the Asantehene, and some parts of the briefing alluded to that, the role that, you know, the colonial administration played in creating this problem. But the entire problem, not part of it, is the creation of colonial administration. You understand? Now, if you look at Article 270, if you want to look at it, here is the Constitution, Article 270 to 277. It says that there should be a regional house of chiefs which should handle these matters, you know, disputes about who is a chief, who is not a chief, and so on. And that every regional house of chief should be composed by 5 elected chiefs. And then there's a National House of Chiefs, which also tries to resolve these matters, and that the National House of Chiefs should act as an appellate body. And then when the National House of Chiefs has made a determination, and the parties are not satisfied and so on, the next line of action is to go to the Supreme Court. That is what the Constitution prescribes. What are we doing? Trying to sidestep the Constitution, doing hop, step, and jump, and so on, and creating more mess? My friend, I'm not,
we'll take a break.
Not that enthusiastic.
We'll take a break, and it's less than a minute's break. Right after that, I'll get the Honourable Member of Parliament to also weigh in on this matter. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. I'm going
made the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
The festive season is here again, and your most preferred estate partner is giving you 25% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Bronya Asase promo, Estate Masters is offering this massive discount for outright purchases. This includes free indenture, free site plan, and a free site visit. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure a plot of land while it is still hot. Reach out to us using the numbers below or visit our website at www.estatemastersgh.com. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
Wabedum time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwaya mabesisia. Abozig. Akache say no ya konati and the more drink woman. Hey. But I tell me. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji. Dabio, baby wom. Ready. Hey, baby wom. Ah, Aji! I'll cause some discomfort. Sorry, well, uncle, where would the dad? Why your funeral?
Say a pessary insecticide GB at a user. Co pharmacy in a shop biamu. No mum say a pharmacy supermarket and a shop ra. Na repedudu to a cotonwa. On for Royal Dutch and our Aerofield Trading. FE spray with Daimwa.
Hello? Hello, Auntie Abena. You won't believe what just happened. Grandma received her 4 TV. 4 TVs? Yes, 4.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm not able to.
It's like a scandal now. You are using it to spread grandma like that.
Spread grandma?
4 TVs, 2 fridges, microwave. Abba, Kojo, why? Do you want to open an electrical shop for her?
Hey, no! It's a regular 100 cities I send her.
I'm sure it's Uncle Atu.
Let's call him.
Atu? Why?
Atu?
Why are you spreading a grandma with appliances?
Me? Spread who? When? How? Please, oh, it could be Amma.
Let's call Amma.
Let me call her.
Hello?
Amma, why?
What are you saying?
Appliances for grandma, no. Why?
Hey, it's not me, oh.
Assembly, critical.
Let's call grandma.
Let's call grandma.
Hello?
Hey, grandma. So who is buying all those stuff for you?
Call me Granny Cash. Grandma know the joke, the luckiest. If they do me 5 and 5 years. When I buy ticket 100 cedis, I pay them small or big. I automatically get my free gifts.
Hey, sir! Yes, so with the luckiest, anytime you buy tickets up to 100 cedis, whether small or at once, you are guaranteed to win a free gift. TV sets, fridges, hampers, airtime, cash. Remember to dial *712#, choose option 4 and follow the prompt. With the luckiest, everybody wins. Even Granny Cash.
Ama, nansi mi general well-being enkoye kwao. Ama ma ye bohu se kontomra akija.
Nansi me hu se me nyo basima kra. Ama me kunu me into kwankwa. Oh yiwa. Enye mo ko. Give us GC mixture and any capsules. Aye num boom. En ho asem na mo kana. Ebua emma ene meme nyina. Na ma wo ba ye obesima. Na be ma so aye be masima. Ya, we be bua wuku. Ama ne giant sa wo de hye ne botum. Na wanyinya na nim tisese ne oyi chokmo na. GC mixture and a capsule. Achisa.
A painful battle, one more menu for one and Quada when if you do me.
At the heart of Amasaman, along the Akran Sawam Road, something fresh is growing. At Pop Farms, we raise 100% organic broilers, naturally fed, humanly raised, and processed with the highest hygiene standards. Whether you're feeding a family at home, serving dinners in your restaurant, stocking your supermarket, or running a busy chore bar, Pop Farms delivers freshly frozen, premium quality chicken straight from our farm to your table. Fast, reliable doorstep delivery, fair prices, grown with care right here in Ghana. Clean, healthy, local, organic. That's the Pop Farms promise. Call us today on 024-777-3668.
0244-626-700.
Or email sales@popfarmsgh.com. Pop Farms, raising the standard of poultry in Ghana.
Pop Farms chicken, naturally raised, honestly delivered.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Boshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this bronya. Come join us. Let's cook jollof. Buy and sell on Saturday, 20th of December 2025. To exhibit, call 0243-272-753 or 055-282-0211.
Watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Now, this show, I need to remind you, is also live on 94.1 FM. Now, I hope that you have heard about the Jollof Party, the Jollof Festival that's coming off here at Metro TV. It's coming off this Saturday. Ghanaians love their jollof. It's also the Yuletide season. Christmas is around the corner. what a way to give back to our community, to give back to our loyal fans, so they can come and wine and dine here at the Metro TV Jollof Party, or the Jollof Festival that's happening here on our premises on the 20th of December. So basically what is going to happen is that we're going to have some jollof vendors who would be, you know, displaying some of their the foods that they have made for you to come and taste it. And then also, we would also have some cooks that would come around and cook for our patrons, so they can taste and enjoy the Christmas festivities. So it's happening on the 20th of December. That's this Saturday. But there's also the competition side of things. So Sierra Leone. Somebody from the Sierra Leone embassy will be here. Somebody from the Senegal embassy will be here. Somebody from Cameroon embassy will be here, and then Nigeria as well. And so we'll slug it out as to who cooks or makes the best jollof in Ghana. As for me, my biases are known. I know that Ghana makes the best jollof, and so I believe that Ghana would win. So we're talking 5 African countries that will be representing fully here at the premises of Metro TV, and it's all about fun, it's all about excitement, it's all about food, drinks, everything that you can imagine. So who will take the jollof crown, come taste and cheer? It's actually free entry, so we're not charging anybody for participation. It's free entry. So if you are a vendor, or you know a vendor who's interested, you may want to call the number 0243 272-753, 0243-272-753. Let me also share this other number with you, 055-282-0211, 055-282-0211. So it's the Metro TV Jollof Festival 2025. The date is 20th of December, and it's happening on the Metro TV grounds right here. So it's free food, music, vendors, jollof showdown. Okay, so like I keep saying, back in the day we say B squared, be there or B squared, and perhaps officially we would invite Uncle Kwesi and Honorable Collins to join us on Saturday, so we can wine and dine and enjoy our jollof. So Kwesi, Saturday we're doing some jollof festival, and management says I should formally invite you. If you can make it, that would be great.
Well, I hope they're going to have authentic jollof.
Yes, authentic.
Because these days, so many things pass for jollof. Recently, 2 weeks ago, I traveled to some country and went to their restaurant, hotel restaurant, and they were offering jollof.
Okay.
You know what they were offering?
Oh, that.
They cook rice separately, cook some gravies separately, and then mix it all up and call it jollof. So there are all kinds of things that are passing for jollof.
What we can assure is that we will make proper jollof, the one that you know, authentic jollof, as you rightly pointed. Are you a fan of jollof? You like jollof?
Yes. The one is cooked well.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the jollof that is cooked, you know, on the streets and in restaurants and so on, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's too gristly. And it's stuffed with all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
too spicy.
Authentic jollof. There's a way of cooking it.
I like it when they make it with dawa.
Yeah, that's one way. I mean, I like to cook my jollof with beans.
Oh, okay.
Red beans.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and the taste is super.
Wow.
It's dry, it's not gristly, and, you know, the mixture of the taste of tomatoes, of beans, of rice, and so on, it's just extraordinary.
I need to pay Uncle Kwesi Pratt to visit one of these days, you know. And apparently you're a very good cook.
Well, I try to cook. I mean, I try to cook.
Okay. All right. So, Collins.
Yes.
The matters are rising.
So first of all, let me say thank you to Otumfuo and his team. I think this is not the first time Otumfuo has been called in to, as it were, try as much as possible to bring factions into some agreements. We've seen it with the Yana issue, where he played a very key role, of course, in collaboration with state actors. So I was not surprised when he was called upon again to see the way forward with the Boko crisis. Yesterday, I saw the presentation, quite colorful. I saw that after his presentation, there seemed to be some calmness between the two factions. But the truth of the matter is that the only people who can bring peace to Boko are the Boko people themselves. They themselves have the task of bringing peace to their area. I mean, growing up in Kwesi, anytime I hear of Boko, it's a negative narration after Boko. The fighting Boko is. And you can imagine the amount of money governments have sunk in to bring peace to Boko. I mean, stationing even security personnel in Boko in itself comes with a huge cost. You know, I recall in Parliament, the majority leader, then member of Parliament, had some banter with the then National Security Minister on the costs involved in keeping Boko at peace. You know, so I keep saying that the only people who can really bring peace to Boko are the Boko people themselves. The Otumfuo and all others who play their parts. You know, and after yesterday's ceremony, if today the people of Boko decide that they don't side with the conclusions of Otumfuo's committee, what happens? They themselves will have to find a way, you know, to bring peace to Boko. Boko is a very beautiful area. I mean, reading some literature about Boko. It's a very commercial area where businesses can thrive. You know, we have a member of Parliament who now is the majority leader, head of government business of a very important group in Parliament now.
You've actually been teasing him. You've actually been teasing him.
It's not that we have been teasing him.
He's not able to go back home.
Absolutely. How do you go back home?
Yeah.
Because of the factions within that area. In fact, not him alone, even members of Parliament within that enclave, some of them have not even visited their constituencies after they were sworn in. That is how bad the situation is. So I would just appeal to the Boko people, if they are watching me and listening, that yes, all of us will do our parts. The Otumfuo will do his parts, and he has played his parts. I saw the buses in Kumasi, the last time I was in Kumasi, when they all came in for the mediation talks. You know, Otumfuo will do his part. But Otumfuo resides at Menchia. He does not reside at Boko. The best he can do is to speak to both factions to understand that the way forward is for all of us to come to the table and understand that for Boko to move forward, we have to understand ourselves. There's no need always talking at each other. Why can't we talk to each other? There's nothing wrong in sitting down with your colleague and talking to each other. This constant talking at each other, it's not helping anybody.
Yeah.
And you think it's just Boko. What happens in Boko can have a spilling effect, even in other regions. Recently, you saw what happened in Ashanti region, where some, I don't know whether it was the Mampusi or the one of the factions was gunned down, you know, all because of this faction that spills down to the south.
Yeah.
So it may be happening in Boko, and you may think you are in Accra, you may think you are in Kumasi, and it doesn't have any effect on you. That's a lie, because there are people from Boko who reside in Kumasi, who reside in Cape Coast, in Takoradi, in Accra. And the more you continue this fight, if you're not careful, it will spill down. You know, I didn't understand this whole Boko thing until I listened to a news file one of some months back. And I'm going to say they called the lawyer for the Mampusis also. After listening to the lawyer, you think the other faction is wrong and that they are right. Then immediately afterwards, they called the lawyer for the other faction. Obviously, I tell you, if you are the head of the mediation table, it's a tough deal. The way he explained the matters, he explained to the extent that the Mapuches don't have even an issue at all. They should just stop talking. But when I listened to the lawyer from the opposite side, it was as if the others had absolutely no case. If we continue to talk at each other like this, trust me, what Otumfuo and his team and the government has done, we're not going to make any headway. So we'll plead with them. I'm pleading with them. We've been saying this for a very, very, very long time. That I'm pleading with them that please, Boko has produced very notable Ghanaians. And as I said, currently, even the majority leader in parliament is from Boko.
Yeah.
A lot of intellectuals from that area, and they should try as much as possible to rein in, the youth especially, to understand that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with peace. It's important that all of them come to a certain consensus to understand that, hey, where we've gotten to, if we don't allow peace to reign, there's some kind of fatigue now, and I'm going to was saying it.
Yeah.
If you realize, now if you're Boko, Charlie, yes. When people begin to speak this way, it gets to a point, everybody now thinks that, and it shouldn't get to that level. Because as I said, I know a lot of very sound, solid minds from that enclave, and they should be able to come round the table and speak to the youth, speak to all the feuding factions to ensure that we get to a point where I should be able to travel to Boko.
Yeah.
When this Boko crisis happened, I was listening to an interview with Kwame Sefakan with some nurses.
Yeah.
And we see, they were all clamoring to come back to Accra.
Right.
Everybody wants us to come to Accra.
Yeah.
The energy committee, we went around some of the installations in the north. We went to Tamale. Some of the complaints from NEDCO was that because of the issue in Boko, whenever there's an issue with even a transformer, that they have to go in there to fix it. The technical people say they will not go.
Right.
They won't go. How can you live in a society like that?
Yeah.
So I'm pleading with them. Otumfuo has done his best. I'm happy he's always ready to assist to ensure that we bring some peace amongst all of us. But really, really, the people who can bring peace to Boko are the Boko people themselves.
Right.
And I'm appealing to them this morning that if they are watching and listening, they should come to the table and begin to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I guess that we'll move on. And Collins, you haven't hidden your support for one of the aspirants in the NPP's internal primaries, presidential primaries. I think that you're on record to have stated that you are for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yes.
I believe that hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. Now, it appears that your internal contest or competition is at a home stretch. And we have so today is the 17th, I believe, yes. So we have 14 more days, and then you have 31. So that takes us about 46 or so. I hope I got the maths correctly. So in less than 2 months, basically, you'll be going to the polls to elect your next flag bearer to, by and large, contest the 2028 elections. But I'm sure that, as you can tell, a lot is happening. We've had all kinds of commentary. In fact, the most recent one is that of Sarah Jossafo, who is a former MP for Dom Kwamenya. We've heard from Kennedy Japon, we've heard from Brian Champon, and all these comments have come at a time when your acting national chairman, Bute, I believe, Captain Bute, right, has made a clarion call on all the aspirants to tone down and deal with the issues. But it appears that the advice has fallen on deaf ears. Everybody's saying what they want to say. Some say it's normal. It's internal politics. And so some of these pot shots that are being thrown at each other, it's normal. But some also say that, look, it's an indication of something bad that could possibly happen to the NPP post whoever is elected as the flag bearer. Now, you'd realize that today, about 7 or 8, in fact, based on the ones that we have been given, about 7 newspapers have reported of some confidence opinion poll, which has been conducted by a German foundation, CAS we call them for short. It's Conrad something Foundation. And we're told that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading with some 67.8%. Ken follows by 21.3%, according to this CAS survey. Now, it's in Daily Guide, it's in the New Crusading Guide, it's in the okay, so it's not in the Accra Times, it's not here, but it's in the Custodian, it's in the Ghanaian Publisher, and it's in the what's the name? This other ones. Okay. It's also, I believe, in the Statesman for today. Yeah, so Metro Lens has reported it, and the Informer has reported it. No, the Informer hasn't. And then you also have the Daily Statesman. So it tells you the kind of prominence that the newspapers have given to the story. But I'll go with that of Daily Guide. 67.8%, Ken 21.3%. And then I'll juxtapose that against some other things that have happened in terms of the interesting developments within your own party. Now, we're told by Sis Jibril Abdul Razak, who is reporting for the Daily Guide, that former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is taking a 67.8% commanding lead as the preferred candidate to lead the New Patriotic Party into the 2028 presidential elections, as a nationwide survey has put him in pole position above the 4 other contenders. The latest finding further solidifies Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's growing influence in the party and his popularity among delegates and a section of Ghanaians as the NPP gears up to elect a flag bearer in January 2026. The extensive survey conducted by the Conrad Adenauer Stiftung, I hope I got the pronunciation correctly, Adenauer Stiftung, that's CAS, Ghana, sampling more than 18,000 respondents nationwide, highlighted a strong desire for competence, experience, and development-oriented leadership, as well as clear front-runners among potential flag bearers. Now, findings from the survey reveal that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia commands the support of nearly 7 out of every 10 NPP delegates, representing a whopping 67.8% of the respondents. Kennedy Ejepong comes closest with about 1 in 5 delegates backing his bid, 21.3%, followed by a Member of Parliament for Abitifi, Dr. Bernie Champong, who earned 6.6% support, while Dr. Osei Educhum and Kwame Ejepong together earned 5% support. The survey, which includes the responses of over 5,000 MP delegates and more than 13,000 citizens, non-delegates, reflects a highly inclusive and diverse national sample with strong representation across all age groups, core ages between 26 to 50 across urban, peri-urban and rural areas, 41%. Now, it also covered different educational and employment backgrounds, religious, Christian 74%, Muslim 22%. These demographics ensure that the results reflected the views of a wide cross-section of Ghanaian society. Now, the key findings of the survey on which personalities possess the required leadership qualities saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia emerging with, I've given the numbers already. Now, we're told Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia earned a support of 50.6%, so it takes us back to history, what he got in 2024. So it appears that, of course, this poll is anything to go by. He's the man to beat in this race, isn't he?
Well, I'm very convinced that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to win.
Okay.
I have no doubt in my mind about that. That's my conviction. Based on what I've seen, based on the campaign that I've seen on the ground, I believe that he's going to even do better than what he did in 2023. But you made a comment about the heat.
Yes.
And sometimes even the insults that has characterized the campaign.
Yes, for instance,
some say it's normal.
Yes, so speaking about the heat, for instance, Bernie Champong has been reported widely as having said the product failed in the market. So why take it back? That's his point. 2, he says Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia won in only one Zango community, which is Nefutu, and that he lost in all the other Zango communities. And you know, this is not the first time he's saying this.
No, are these insults? These are not.
No, they're not insults. No. So I'm raising issues. I mean, because of what Colin said, I'm telling him some of the things that have come up since the survey. He raises the issue about the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was brought in to solve a peculiar problem for the MPP, which is that the MPP has been struggling to attract a certain demographics, and that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was brought in, he's not been able to solve that problem, and yet they rather ended up losing those constituency of voters. So you may want to put all of that in perspective whilst you are addressing the issues. Yes.
I was reacting to the comments you started with.
Okay.
And said that sometimes I even degenerated into insult.
Yes.
And some thinking it's normal. It cannot be normal. It's not normal for you to insult somebody when you're going to competition with. That is condemnable. And I think I have to make that very clear, that I support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I've never been heard or seen anywhere denigrating any of the other candidates, because they're all potential flag bearers. The fact that I believe that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to win does not necessarily mean that he's going to win. Others also believe that the other candidates can win. My duty as a supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is just to promote him as a candidate and not to speak ill of the other candidates. That is not my job, because immediately after the election, if my candidate does not win, it is incumbent on me as a true Democrat to support whoever wins the election. So if I insult or denigrate Mr. Kenneth Japon or Dr. Brian Champon or the other candidates, and any of them is to win, how am I going to campaign for them? So for the insult and all those things, let me put it very clearly that I condemn it. It's not necessary. It doesn't win your candidate any votes or anything. Just concentrate on pushing your candidate's agenda. That for me is the way to go, and that is how all true Democrats, and I'm appealing to all members of the party, that as we get closer to the election, yes, there will be some heat. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, as the campaign swells up, heading to the climax, there will be some jabs here and there, but your jab should be a jab that should be easy for you to reconcile with the candidates. If you say things that gets out of hand, it becomes difficult for you to reconcile. You just spoke about Mr. Brian Champon saying that you take somebody into the market, the person fails, why do you bring the person back onto the market? I'm not too sure if history will support that assertion, because it's clear that in our party, and even in our opponent's party, history rather has proven that we've taken candidates who lose and come back stronger. There's history. Mr. Atamels, this is Prof, the late Prof, contested 3 times. Nana Addo Dankwa himself contested 3 times. The great John Ajiki Nkoffo himself contested 3 times. 3 times. I think in 92, 96, and then 2000.
92, he didn't succeed.
Okay.
It was Edu Bohene.
Yes.
So it was 96?
96, he didn't succeed.
And so in this case, twice.
It's twice. So history is there to guide all of us, that sometimes when you repeat a candidate, sometimes he gets better, he gets more known, people begin to understand that candidate better into the next election. And I think such jabs are manageable. They are manageable. It's not insult, he's making some analysis. So it's something that you can easily do it. You can rebut, as I have done, without necessarily being hard on him and all that. And that's what I'm appealing to members from our party, to be circumspect with our language. We are in a very slippery times as a political party, very, very slippery times. And who leads the party in the next election is very, very critical. It's important that all of us be mindful of what we say, because we have to find a way of presenting that same candidate to the general public in the 2028 elections. And that is why I'm cautioning that all members of Bawumia's campaign team, Kennedy's campaign team, Brian's campaign team, Kobne Japon's campaign team, Eddie Chum's campaign team, let's all be mindful of what we say against each other or against each other, in order that it becomes a little bit easier for us to reconcile going forward. But for me personally, I'm firmly with the belief that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to clinch it. And I think he's going to cross the 50% mark. I even believe that it's possible that he's going to do better than he did the last time. You know, he's more popular. For me, I think that he's more popular among the candidates. I think he's been more marketed among the candidates. He's tasted governance, you know, with all its excesses. But there are excesses, you gain experiences from it. And I think he has come out quite stronger amongst all the candidates. But that's how far I'll go with my campaign for him. I do not intend to insult others, to denigrate others, and to speak the truth. Sometimes you listen to some of the comments and you wonder whether we are speaking among the same political members of the same political party. And I get worried sometimes. Sometimes on our general platforms, I even thank God we're having this election as early as possible. Sometimes, I mean, it's like, when is 31st coming? So we all have some peace, you know, as a political party. This is part of the restructuring and reforms that the party is going through. After this, we're going back to the polling station level to have election. They're going to have a constituency, regional, and then the national level. I hope that by the close of next year, all internal elections would have been done with, so that the party now will be focused with our candidates to propagate the agenda of the party for the next election. That, for me, should be the way forward for us as a party.
I mean, so if you listen to Sarah Joseph in one of the tapes, the tape we played this morning, she questions why people would want to even think of blaming Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for some of the, I don't want to call it economic atrocities, because maybe that would be too harsh, but some of the challenges you had with the economy. And that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not the finance minister, or was not the finance minister. So why fault him? Fault Ken Ofori-Atta, and perhaps fault the president. And this matter keeps coming back, you know, it keeps coming back all the time, you know, during the campaign. And, you know, I wonder really what, because see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia himself has accepted responsibility.
So
so I don't know why.
My view on this is that it would be unfair for anybody to blame Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia alone for our defeat. That for me, that is fundamental.
But there's a challenge.
But it's also
there's a challenge.
I'm coming. But it's also it will also be unfair to the others for you to exonerate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia entirely.
Right.
Yes. So we should all accept the blame. But for you to say that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia alone should be blamed, that I don't support. Okay. Or I don't buy that idea. But I also don't buy the idea for you to say that take Bawumia out and blame others. No. And as you said, he himself, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia himself, has taken part of the blame. He has apologized. You get the point I'm making? He has apologized. So supporters of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot say that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot be blamed.
Okay.
Or cannot be part of the blame.
So let me ask you.
You can say so, but it's unfair for you to also say that all that happened to the political party MPP should be put at the doorstep of one particular person. That also will not be fair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's fine. But you see, there's context to all of this. The context is that we saw the things that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said. Natural for people to expect that once he was made the vice president.
So,
okay. And you know, these things, whether I raise it or not, it's there. It's out there.
Oh, you continue. I'll answer.
So it is only fair and natural for people to expect that as the vice president and also the head of EMT, okay, he would take full credit, justifiably so, even though he's not the head of the executive, okay, the head of the executive, because at the end of the day, I'm told that when all is said and done, Nana would have to say yay or nay, okay. But you see, because of the kind of politics we do, and also because of the way Bawumia was positioned, and I'm talking marketing terms, the way he was positioned in the past, there were some people who felt that once he was there as the vice president, then his job is cut out for him, which is fix the economy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why you realize that some of the policies that I'll call them the game-changing policies that were introduced under the administration, as signs of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will credit him for it and say Dr. Bawumia did gold for oil policy. He did that. He did this. He did that. He did that. Fine. Okay. So then, if somebody says that, okay, you've done this, great, you take credit for it, but this one's also take full blame for it. Would you fault that person who says,
okay, so I always,
but this
one when we say economy, what is it? Is education part of the economy?
Right.
I'm asking you.
No, you
said economy.
Yes.
He's head of EMT. I'm saying, is education part of the economy?
I doubt so.
Education is not part of the economy.
No, when I say, strictly speaking, education may not necessarily part of the economy. Strictly speaking, because energy typically
is not part of the economy.
That is why energy is key.
Energy is key. So I'm asking you that if you say economy,
yes,
the economy,
yes,
what constitutes the economy?
Okay,
is education part of it? Is agric part of it? Is sports? All of it come together to be the economy. Is that not it? Is that not it?
Okay.
So when something good happens in education, who do you praise? Who do you give the credit to? Is it the education minister? Or the head of EMT, who is the head of the economy?
Tell me, educate me on this.
So the point I'm making is
which ministries constitute the economic team? The agencies?
For me, when you say
EMT.
I'm coming. When you say economy, it constitutes everything.
No.
If you do so, I'm coming. You are trying to zoom in to say economy is finance.
Yes.
That's what you are saying.
No, not necessarily.
No, that's what you are saying.
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying that.
That's what you are saying.
EMT. Which institutions and organizations constitute the EMT? Because that's for me is the starting point.
No.
Okay.
Take your time.
Because you see, when you expand the frontiers of the conversation, then we're not going to go anywhere.
No, it's because if you want to narrow it down to the economy just becoming just finance,
energy,
then we can have a conversation.
Energy is there.
So energy, okay.
Yes.
Is education there?
Agric is there.
Okay, is education there?
Education, I'm not too sure.
So okay, even the two that you've mentioned, if something good happens in energy,
yes,
who do you credit to? Is it the energy minister or the head of EMT?
But there's a reason why you're head of EMT.
I'm not. You are having a conversation.
Yes.
I'm saying that when something happens in energy,
yes,
good thing happens in energy, who do you credit it to?
You credit the minister. And to some extent the president.
Fantastic. So you credit the minister.
Yes.
So when something happens at finance,
okay,
and there's a problem, who do you credit or who do you put the blame to?
Oh, of course you credit finance minister.
So what is the problem with Bawumia being the head of EMT?
So what was Bawumia supposed to do?
I'm saying that, okay, my brother, I'm saying that Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, cannot take himself out,
okay,
of blame. No. He should take some blame. But I don't buy the whole argument that he should be the only person to be blamed for the issues we encountered as a party. That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But he cannot say that, as science of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot say that, no, Bawumia should not be blamed for anything. No, you can't say that.
Right.
He should take part of the blame.
Okay.
After all, he was the vice president.
Right.
And he himself has come out to say that, yes, he even apologized on behalf of the party. So he cannot exonerate himself. Just as myself, as a deputy minister, I can't say that I was not part of the system. Right. I was part of the system. So I should be able to take some of the success and also take some of the blame.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Yeah. So, again, my final question to you before I bring in Kwesi. So Brian Champon says, the MPP cannot afford to repackage Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia after what he describes as a clear electoral verdict from the 2024 elections. And he says that Dr. Bawumia has reached his electoral ceiling. He also said he described Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the most marketed candidate the party has had since 2008, stating that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia served as vice president for 8 years and as a running mate for 8 years. 16 years that we marketed him, he had 41%. So, and he's contrasting that with President Akufo-Addo's rise. He said, we marketed Akufo-Addo for 8 months, he had 49.7%, insisting that the comparison exposes a deeper problem. So everything that you're saying, you're making the situation worse, he tells Evan Spencer.
You said we marketed Akufo-Addo for 8 months?
Yes, that's what he claims.
understand that.
Because the facts may not bear him out.
Yes, that's I wanted to get that.
Right?
But what, are you guys just doing a reaction to Brian Champion?
No, it's all part of it. These are some of the things that his
why don't you just simply table it as a topic for discussion?
Yes.
And then we can all discuss.
Yes, I'll bring it. I'll bring it.
No, the impression I'm getting is that it's an opportunity for Collins to respond to.
Oh, no.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Obviously, no. And the point he made about.
I'm sure everybody watching us will get the same impression.
No, not at all.
I mean, just as he put it, that is that.
These are issues that are coming.
Yes, that Bawumia lost all the Zongo, what do you call it, polling stations.
So raise the issue one, let's all react to it.
Yes.
No, I'll bring it.
The format we had to that, issue number one, respond. Issue number
Well, I'm responding to the question that he's posing to me.
That's more like an interview.
No, you know why? Because he is a Bawumia.
Yes, but I've heard people say, not just even Brian, I've heard people say that Bawumia lost all the Zongo polling stations. That is not factual.
Except one.
That's not factual. Because there are clear evidences to the contrary that Bawumia won more Zongos, not just one.
More than what?
No, the point they made is that Bawumia lost all the Zongos except one. I'm saying that the facts are here, and I have it here. He won more Zongos, not just one. So it
could have been two.
No, it's even more than two. But I'm saying it's more than three. I have the data here. It's more than that. But I'm saying, Uncle, I have the data. I can forward it to. I can give it to him for him to project. I can give it to him for him to project. What I'm saying is that when you say that Bawumia lost all the polling stations but one, that cannot be factual. But I understand.
So if you want to, it still cannot be factual.
No, but I'm saying that
if you want three, it still cannot be.
It's even more than three. I can get you the data.
So what did he read?
Uncle, I can get you the data. If you want me to read it, I can read it.
No, but
I can read it.
Please send the data to.
Oh, I can read it. Polling station by polling station. I can read it.
We want to.
Yes, I'll project. I'll send it to you for you to project. The point I'm making is that, Uncle, you can have your campaign, and it's true. Others have said that Bawumia couldn't win the North. That's factual. The way we're expecting to win the North, he didn't pull that as expected. That's factual. But if you say he lost all Zongos and won only one, that cannot be factual. But you can make your point that he was marketed as somebody to bring in that enclave, but we didn't see that. That's a valid point. That is a valid point, but that's factual.
So why were you expecting him to win the North?
Oh, Uncle, now is it now you are also starting the monologue?
No, I'm not joining. I mean, why were you?
Let me not bring him.
No, don't save him. Don't save him. Why were you expecting Bawumia to win?
Yes, we expected him to win.
Why?
I'm coming, Uncle. Let me send the data to, and then.
To Brighton.
Yes.
I don't suppose you're sending the data with your mouth.
Oh, Uncle.
Why were you expecting Bawumia to win the North?
Oh, Uncle, for me, Bawumia had positioned himself in the 2024 elections. I knew it was going to be a tough election. But I also had a very strong feeling that with his history and his inclination, during their primaries, it became very apparent. I mean, if you listen to the campaign at the time, it was like we've never had a candidate from the minority group. It was clear that the MPP was positioned as an account party. Bawumia was coming in as a candidate from the minority group. And the feeling was that coming from that minority group and leading our party, making history within our party, that was going to attract his minority group to accept him, at that level, that the party has done something historic by choosing somebody from that minority group. Unfortunately, the result that came out did not reflect that trend or that campaign that we had.
There was an ethnic analysis. Purely ethnic analysis. What in crude language we call tribalism.
Well, I'm not too sure if I'll describe it as that. I'm not too sure if I'll describe it.
But what else can it be when we are campaigning on the basis of somebody's ethnic origin? Ethnic origin, that's what we are campaigning on. That's tribalism.
Is
there a better name for it?
Well, I'm not sure about that. We'll take a break.
No, but is there a better name for it?
I want you to flow.
That's your description. That's your description.
I want us to flow a better description. You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television.
That's your description. I disagree with your description.
Start your kids' day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Me chechi woni nara me din ede baby da pa me di ade sonko kra na ebremo nya ode to aduane mo ama waduane e de pa na me de bremo eno ene some spices die emu wa wo bebre o various flavors ubenya eya akoko ubenya nantwie yedugu jollof mu ma emu ye de ubenya yedugu nkwan mu yedugu froye mu ho na kope bito na ema waduane enye de unyimi nia yenkoni yekonko tie nyankofo eka
download your communication to you all enjoy Uduba. That's Samu Spices. One in the essence no time. I'm going to get that Samu Spices in a BTA Daddy so say. Samu Spices. Mun Samu. Samu Spices. Nyama chicken.
Samu Spices.
In Sanaka in Ketwa, measure 10 grams. Your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, and the flavors of Bebre.
Samu Spices. Yes,
In a world where security is paramount, peace of mind should be a necessity and not a luxury. This is why Virtual Security Africa has created a special discount package
up to 30% on our 4 and 8 channel high definition cameras.
We are more affordable now than ever.
With as low as 4,130 Ghana cedis,
you can get 4 high definition cameras, 3 terabyte hard drive, cables, and a digital video recorder.
With 6,440 Ghana cedis, you will get 8 high-definition cameras, 3 terabyte hard drive, cables, and a digital video recorder.
Why choose us? Because we offer top-tier quality you can trust, lifetime after-sale support, 2 years warranty, and you can view our systems remotely. Sidinua Peke. Spend less, secure more. Call us on 055 874-0764 and 050-331-4068. Virtual Security Africa. We will beat the advertised price of any security product of comparable quality.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy manful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by, a man is swing, and a sansu mama hotel so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel. Happy Smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you a public sector worker dreaming of owning your own home but worried about the upfront cost? At Rehoboth Havens, we've made home ownership not only possible but simple, affordable, and convenient. For the first time, you can own your own home with no physical deposit required. Through our partnership with reputable Ghanaian banks, your Provident Fund becomes your deposit, making the process smooth and stress-free. After that, you simply pay the balance through an affordable mortgage with monthly installments designed to fit your income. With mortgage rates as low as 15% and a repayment period of up to 20 years, securing your future home has never been easier. And the best part, every Ghanaian worker deserves a decent home. Own your 2-bedroom home today, starting from just 675,000 Ghana cedis, or upgrade to our executive 3 and 4 bedrooms, all on Sweet Homes, even for more space, comfort, and luxury. Rehoboth Havens is located in the serene hills of Ayimensa Damfa, offering breathtaking views of the Pediasi Ebri Mountains. Here, you're not just buying a house, you are joining a secure gated community designed for peace, privacy, and comfortable family living. Say goodbye to land litigation, building stress, and construction delays. Say hello to your own home. Move-in ready and free from legal complications. Secure your retirement now. For more information, call us today at +233 55 375 1933 or +233 20 682 3524. Rehoboth Social Housing. Your housing dream becomes reality.
At the heart of Amasaman, along the Accra Sawam Road, something fresh is growing. At Pop Farms, we raise 100% organic broilers, naturally fed, humanly raised, and processed with the highest hygiene standards. Whether you're feeding a family at home, serving dinners in your restaurant, stocking your supermarket, or running a busy chore bar, Pop Farms delivers freshly frozen, premium quality chicken straight from our farm to your table. Fast, reliable doorstep delivery, fair prices, grown with care right here in Ghana. Clean, healthy, local, organic. That's the Pop Farms promise. Call us today on 024-777-3668. 0244-626-700. Or email sales@popfarmsgh.com. Pop Farms, raising the standard of poultry in Ghana.
Pop Farms chicken, naturally raised, honestly delivered.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Boshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this bronya. Come join us. Let's cook jollof. Buy and sell on Saturday, 20th of December 2025. To exhibit, call 0243 272 753 or 055 282 0211.
Afishapao! Merry Christmas, everyone. I am Mrs. Millie Tracy Nkem Mallet, President of Association of Nigerian Women in Ghana. On Saturday, 20th December, it's gonna be hot for all the African countries. Let me tell you guys something. We Nigerians gonna win. I urge everybody, anywhere you are on Saturday, I want all of you to be at Metro TV. North Reach. I can't wait to see all the beautiful faces to come and test the Nigerian jollof and the Nigerian moi moi.
You're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Now, the show is live on 94.1 FM. My name is Audu Moro. I'm still here with Mr. Kwesi Prati Jr., who is the former managing editor of the Insight newspaper, and also the Honorable Collins Adomako Mensah, who is the MP for Ifija Kwabre North. Yes, Ifija Kwabre North constituency. Ogozi, so your general thoughts about, first of all, the survey and Sarah Josefu by the Champo Ken. What does that say? All the core needs.
The correctness of the survey will be tested in the actual election.
Okay.
I mean, in the past, I mean, over the last 1 year, we have seen many survey reports who didn't mean anything at all. In this particular instance, one of the things that is being thrown about is the name of the NGO which carried out the survey. But you see, there's a problem there. I know the foundation.
Okay.
I know the foundation very well. If they carried out a survey, what they probably did was to pay a pollster to do it for them.
Interesting.
You know, so using the name of the organization itself can be problematic because they didn't do it by themselves. I know that as a fact. Okay. So which pollster was contracted to do this survey? That would be interesting to know.
But doesn't the CAF organization care about their reputation?
Yeah, they do care about their reputation, but everybody gets it wrong sometime. You understand? In the last elections, and you know, a whole university professor was encouraged, contacted, and so on to do a survey. Wow, the error. And you know what I'm talking about. A whole university professor, he came nowhere near the mark. You understand? So there's an extent to which these surveys can be reliable or not reliable. So far, in all honesty, there's one survey that I am able to rely on, and I'll continue to rely upon it until it misses the mark, and that's Global Info Analytics. Over the last couple of years, it is the only polling agency that appears to be getting it right. You know, and this survey result is not Global Info Analytics, so I have to be careful, you know, about how to take it and so on. Now, there's a suggestion that Dr. Bawumia is doing close to 70% is getting close to 70% of the votes. I'm not so sure. And I don't see how anybody can be so sure if you follow the trends in the media and on social media and so on. It doesn't give you that impression. You tend to get a sense that it's a hotly contested race. This survey really flies in the surface of what most people think and feel. And therefore, it's a very extraordinary survey. You know, I have always had the belief, based on what I read, based on what I see and so on, that it's a hotly, closely contested race, at least between 3 of the contestants. This gives Dr. Bawumia 67%. The closest rival gets something in the 20 percentages.
23%.
Yeah. And then the last two have to share 5% of the votes. It doesn't seem to me to be too realistic. Okay. Now, most of the things that you said that his opponents are saying about him are not insults.
Yeah.
They are either factual or they are false. Did he win in the Zongo communities? And if he didn't win in the Zongo communities, why didn't he win in the Zongo communities? Was it reasonable to assume that he will win the north of this country? And what was the basis of that assumption? You know, these are the questions that come up. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, I think what the people of Ghana expect, and they have a right to expect that, is that all of this contest within the New Patriotic Party, the contest which will come within the National Democratic Congress and the CPP and so on, ultimately should lead to the emergence of a leadership which is able to address the concrete aspirations of our people. And I'm not hearing a lot of that. I'm not hearing a lot of things about the policy direction of the next leader. I'm not hearing a lot about how he will tackle education differently and so on. All I'm hearing are proclamations of self-interest. And they do so brazenly without feeling shy. You have somebody who is supporting the candidate come and say that, oh, look, this politics is clearly about self-interest, what you will get. And I know that if I support candidate A, when he wins, I'll get a certain position. My goodness. Is this what Ghana politics has been reduced to?
Isn't that the reality of our times?
But is that reality comforting you?
No, at all. It doesn't.
I mean, the days when people used to talk about huge dreams, how to transform Ghana, what kind of agricultural practices we should have, and so on. Are you saying that they are gone and gone forever?
It appears so, unfortunately. Or sadly.
Look, sometimes I feel like puking. You hear somebody look us in the face, look us and says, this is my candidate, vote for this candidate, because when you vote for this candidate, he will make me a minister. What do you take us for? What do you take us for? And they say brazenly, they have no respect for us. They have no respect for the people of Ghana. They insult us on a regular basis without blinking an eye. And wow. I mean, one of the campaign messages I've had, and which has become quite topical now, is the campaign message of Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo. And when you listen to her, you don't know who she's campaigning for.
How?
You don't know.
But she has said it.
Said
it's
what?
a matter of public record. She said she is for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
No, listen to her carefully. This is a former member of parliament who says that, look, I want you to vote for Dr. Bawumia.
Yes.
Because if you vote for Dr. Bawumia, he is likely to give me a prominent position.
Yes.
Don't vote for Kennedy Agyapong. Because if you vote for Kennedy Agyapong, he would not do family and friends. He will not establish a family and friends government. And because he will not establish a family and friends government, I will not get a position. Who is she campaigning for? Think about it. Who is she campaigning for? The effect of her statement is to say that Kennedy Agyapong would not build a government based on nepotism, will not build a nepotic government. You understand?
A nepotistic government, that's what you want to say.
Nepotic, whatever. That Kennedy Agyapong will not build a nepotistic government, as you say. Okay? So who is she campaigning for? Tell me, who is she campaigning for?
No, I get your drift.
So even the messages
even though it's inadvertent.
Yeah, the messages are mixed. They are confusing. You don't know what they want. I mean, wow. Sometimes I get completely dazed. These people, where did they come from? All these people on the campaign trail, where did they come from? They can't even send simple, straightforward messages. And they want Ghana to be given to them to manage. How are they going to do that? Well, unfortunately, this is where Ghana has come. This is where we have reached. And perhaps we have to live with it. I mean, incredible. Incredible. I mean, the messaging.
Uncle, it's self-preservation.
And the other thing...
She says that if Ken Agyapong wins the race, a political career
is dead.
Finished.
Yes. Why?
Yeah, because he won't mind her.
Why?
If he gives her a position, they will say he's giving his baby mama a position. And that'll become a family and friends conversation. We'll talk about it here.
Won't you vote for such a person?
Well, who I vote for, who I not vote for.
No, won't you vote for such? Won't you vote for somebody?
In principle, yes. In principle, I agree with you. That I won't vote for somebody who do family and friends.
Yes. Who is going to vote for somebody who's coming to do family and friends? So the messages are confusing, they are mixed and so on. But there's something that I find interesting. Maybe the Honorable Member of Parliament will help us clarify that. On this campaign trail, Brian Achampong is attacked.
Yes.
Heavily. Kennedy Japan is attacked. Kwabena Japan is attacked. Educhum is attacked. The party machinery does not react. Check. As soon as Dr. Bawumia is attacked, General Secretary is going to hold a press conference or issue a statement in his defense. What is happening? What is happening?
Obviously, but he has.
Where is the fairness in this practice?
But he has some privileges that perhaps the rest don't have. He's a former vice president.
Oh, I see.
Yes, the rest don't have that.
Oh, okay. Then let's leave it at that.
He's almost like the party's property.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he has an advantage over the rest.
Well, to some extent.
The party machinery favors him.
No, I'm not saying
against
that.
the rest.
But once once you attack Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you've attacked the party.
But if you attack Kwabena Japan, you haven't attacked the party.
Not necessarily.
If you attacked Brian Achampong, you haven't attacked the party.
No, I mean the party.
So why is the fairness in this election process? If that is what you are saying, I'm not saying it.
Votes it will be fair. I don't think there will be any unfairness.
When the party machinery sees one of the candidates as its own and the others as outsiders, where is the fairness? You are saying it. I'm not saying it. Well, where is the fairness then? Boss.
I get your drift.
No, get your own drift. The drift is coming from me.
No, but it doesn't mean that the process won't be fair.
How is the process fair? When there's discrimination in favor of one candidate, as you say.
No, it won't amount to discrimination per se.
What does it amount to?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not just an aspirant. In fact, as we speak, he's not a candidate. He is the former vice president of this country on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. If some party elements decide that when he's attacked, they would come out and speak to those attacks, I don't know how that becomes a case of favoring him per se, favoritism. I mean, by the mere fact that he's a former vice president itself makes him, you can call it, you earn certain privileges. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh.
If you disagree, that's fine.
And what is wrong with my interpretation then?
That
there's a bias in his favor. Because that's exactly what you're saying. You're saying exactly that there's a bias in his favor. And then there's something interesting that Collins said, I mean, others have said. It's so interesting. Hey, what is happening? You come into government, and you fail woefully in managing the economy. And you think you can walk away and say, I wasn't the Minister of Finance. Moro, does that make sense? Does that make sense? First and foremost, every minister acts on behalf of the president.
Fact.
The ultimate responsibility for every minister, for every policy decision and so on, must end up with the president.
Fact.
That's the system you're running.
Fact.
There is the correct assumption that major decisions about the economy and so on are made by cabinet, not by the individual ministers.
Right.
So there's collective responsibility. Besides, every minister is supposed to be implementing the manifesto agenda of the political party. The ministers are not islands on their own and so on. So when the economy fails, the whole government has failed, including the president, including the vice president, who also incidentally happens to be the chair of the economic management team. Is there any dispute about this?
Not at all.
Finish.
Absolutely, that's exactly the point I'm making.
Collins said he shared blame.
Absolutely, that's exactly the point I'm making. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot say that he should be singled out, that he is not to be blamed. No, and he himself has made it public.
Okay.
And apologized on. Baron Kwesi was making a point that where Moro was trying to play the devil's advocate. Moro, It is true Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is in a privileged position, especially because he was a former vice president, a former flag bearer. That privileged position does not mean that others should be discriminated against.
Right.
That point should be made very clear.
Right.
Yes.
How is he in a privileged position?
No, you are not
he's
getting
in a
my point.
privileged position because he's considered primus inter pares.
No, Uncle, you are not getting my point. No.
Others are not getting the privileges that he gets.
No, Uncle, you are not getting my point. The fact that he's a former vice president and a former flag bearer, when we go to a function, his picture may be there as a former vice president. Others will not get that opportunity. That's the point I'm making. But that does not mean that when assigns of his make derogatory statements, they shouldn't be punished the same way others are punished.
That's the one I'm talking about.
No, but
what I'm talking about is when he is criticized.
That's the I'm coming.
Party machinery.
You are not getting my points.
Why can't the party machinery come in defense of Brian Achebe?
You are not getting my point. I'm agreeing with you that is privilege. That privilege that he has does not extend to the fact that others should be disadvantaged. That's the point I'm making. But in terms of he being in a privileged position, that you can't do anything about it. You will go to a function, he can be at the top, others will be down because he's a former vice president. His pictures may be there with the former president and former vice president, others will not get that same privilege. So for that you can't do anything about.
You can go to a congress.
You can't do anything about it.
You can go to a congress at the University of Ghana Stadium.
Yes. Yes.
Because he's privileged, he can walk in hand with his wife, waving to the crowd, in a nicely choreographed manner.
Oh, Uncle, see.
And Kennedy Japan's 3 horses will not be allowed to.
Oh, please. Uncle, you're expecting the horses to enter the ground.
You are the one talking about Am I the one talking about who is not privileged?
My point is that you've been talking about this horses for a very long time. The point I'm making, that I will say, I agree with you to the extent that if you abuse Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the party acts, when assigns of Bawumia also abuse other candidates, the party must act. That I agree with you.
So we agree.
I've not said so. I've not said we don't agree, but I'm saying that the point is making.
We agree perfectly.
You shouldn't discriminate.
No trouble.
We don't have any problem at all. But the point I'm making, as for him being in a privileged position, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
He's a former flag bearer. He's a former vice president.
And
obviously,
how does that privilege?
Obviously, he will be in a certain.
My boss.
Yes. Oh, you are the boss. You are the boss.
How does that privilege find expression? And I've given you one example. That privilege can find expression in many ways. One of the ways of finding expression is at the Congress grounds in Lagos.
At the Congress grounds, Uncle.
So
he was given an opportunity. No. He was given an opportunity.
A white horse and a black or brown horse, and those horses are prevented from entering the stadium.
Uncle, when you expecting the horses to enter the auditorium,
I just want to understand how that privilege finds expression in real practice. That's all I'm yes, sir.
There are certain things that a former vice president, sometimes we go to a function at the headquarters and you see pictures of past leaders. Obviously, Bawumia's picture will be there.
Who is quarreling with?
Yes, I'm saying that those are the privileged things I'm talking about. So if other contestants.
So you're not talking about the privilege about entering the stadium.
As for the stadium, he was going there. He went there as a former vice president, and he gave a speech as a former vice president. That the others were not vice president before. They've never been vice president. So they will not get that opportunity.
Hand in hand with their wives.
They'll obviously not get that opportunity.
They couldn't walk
at the stadium.
Their horses.
Oh, I'm with you. Why are you making this horse issue?
You know what he left out of this horse scenario? The first time he spoke about this, he said he believes that the horses were fed. Wow, they were fed for the day. Just for them to come.
Do you think that the horses went there on empty stomach?
These horses back here. Those are some of the privileges that.
Have I said anything which is untrue?
No. But I'm saying that those are some of the privileges that Bawumia will get above the others. Not because the others are not important. But if there's a function like a conference and the former vice president especially when that day the ex-president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the other ex-presidents were all not in the jurisdiction. He assumed the position as the only surviving ex or vice president.
Primus inter pares.
Yes, no, but he was a former vice president.
Primus inter pares.
Yes, he was a former vice president.
The first,
and so he was given an opportunity to make a speech as a former vice president. Obviously, the others will not get that opportunity. That is not discrimination. That is a right that has accorded him because of the position he held previously.
But
you get the point I'm making. But this horses thing,
boss, you're a very smart young man. You know that. You're a very smart young man.
Uncle, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much.
Well, I intend that as a compliment.
Thank you.
And you know within your heart that we are not talking just about the opportunity to make a speech. We are talking about many other things.
And Uncle, I've said,
the entrance, the style. What are you talking about? The man came arm in arm with his wife, waving a white handkerchief.
They came out.
That one too is because he was.
They came out as former second family. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
they're the former second family.
Good.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Master, let's carry on.
So, your colleague MP, Michael Edu, the cocoa farmer.
Yes.
Yes, MP for Furikrom. He sent me this message. He says, good morning. Dr. Bawumia did not win the entire North, but he won the Northeast region for MPP. And the fact is that the Northeast region is the only region in Ghana that appreciated votes for the MPP in 2024, even though other regional votes declined. In effect, MPP won 3 regions in 2024, Ashanti, Eastern, and Northeast. That's from Michael Edu. Now, this one here from...
This is factual.
Yes, that's factual.
Yes, it's factual, yes. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, my brother. He says that I'm more than the word happy this morning for the good people of Bawku. I commend Otufu and his mediation team for a very good job done. He did it for the good people of Dagbang and now to the good people of Bawku. And no wonder the president has described him as a state asset. I'm also happy to hear that a white paper will be issued in 24 hours in connection with this matter by the president. This goes to show how serious the president is concerned about the peace in Bawku. And it says the good people of Bawku have suffered enough, and it's time we give peace a chance for development to take place, and to our politicians, we should be guided in our comments concerning matters of peace. Okay. So, Ola Mangote, security analyst. It says, good morning, my brother. I have some time to spare this morning to watch your show in Bawku. My regards to you and your panelists, senior comrade Pratt, and the honorable MP. All the best. Hard guy. So Dennis Glass says that Okwesi is more than a political surgeon. He just delivered a succinct operation of the MPP failure to deliver the northern region with Bawumia as flag bearer in the 2024 elections. I agree. The decision to present him was simply tribal driven, a dangerous path for a political party as the MPP journey on. Sani Saliu sends this message. It says that but beyond the veil of tomorrow, a clarion call echoes, let politics and okay. It says the royal resolve. It's in a master stroke of diplomacy. Otunfo, the revered king of Ashanti, eschewed the blunt force of machinery for a far mightier tool, wisdom. With piercing insight, he dissected the complex web of conflict between the Kusasis and Mampuses, laying bare the unvarnished truth for all Ghanaians to see. As the saying goes, facts are sacred, and His Royal Highness wielded them with precision. But beyond the veil of tomorrow, a clarion call echoes, let politics in that enclave be tempered with civility, and let the voice of NDC and NP be guided by wisdom. Let our words be laced with prudence, for in the crucible of tomorrow, only thoughtful discourse can forge a brighter future. Good morning, Sadi Saliu sends that message. So E.D. Mukhtar, who lives in Adenta, says that my big brother Moro, my regards to our panelists. It is a sad phenomenon in the MPP as it is today. They've turned some of their flag bearer aspirants into demigods, making some of them untouchable. For that matter, when such demigods are criticized, the criticizers then become enemies of progress as well as deemed non-entities thereof. The MPP is at a crossroads as we speak. Peter T. from Shukura says, good morning, Moro. My regards to Comrade Kwesi Pratt. The least said about their Joseph and the Kennedy Japan the better. We are Ghanaians in Ghana, and we're watching. Her statement needs to be condemned by her Baumia and the party hierarchy, because it will serve a bad precedent that will hurt any Ghanaian political fraternity in future and can eventually spark fears and tension in our youth who are into science to practice. She must come and apologize if possible, withdraw the statement. This is really in bad taste. That's from Peter T. from Shukura. Shaggy from Nima says, is the MPP trying to come back again? May Allah forbid. That's Shaggy from Nima. And Ola Mangote is back. He says, as a citizen of Boku, I'm very proud of and thankful to President Mahama, our pathfinder, waymaker, and miracle worker for sustainable safety, stability, peace, progress, and prosperity for our people in Boku and other conflict-impacted communities, says Ola Mangote, Boku, 17th December 2025. And that's how he ends his messages. He will always add where exactly he is. Tafai Namrai here says, good morning. We thank Allah for giving us judges with integrity, unlike before where people can easily predict. Okay, so this one we haven't discussed, and so I'm not going to read this message. So Kwesi Baini in Takrade says, oh, is this how the MPP has descended into a party for the known Yabre Egu? Kwesi Baini from Takrade sends that message.
Kwesi actually used to work on the Chronicle. Is that the same Kwesi Baini?
I don't know if it's the same Kwesi Baini. Kwesi Baini, is it the same Kwesi Baini used to work with the Chronicle? Please clarify that, okay?
Yeah,
He's just sent
it's
his first time sending me.
or DC or something.
Okay. I don't know if it's the same person, but he's watching the show. So Kwesi, let us know. If you're the former DC, former worker with the Chronicle, reporter with the Chronicle, let us know. Send a message so you can clarify this for us. Now, this one here from Mujib, he's with the Ken Ejapon camp. It says, please cast polls and reflection on the grounds. We the connectors, with the people who are with Ken, are not worried, but rather we are focused interacting with delegates at the polling station. That's coming from Mujib. And it says, Baumia performance in 2024 elections is so abysmal that MPP can't risk presenting him in 2028. That will be suicidal. Testing governance doesn't mean you can win elections. And then, Godwin Akogan, I've seen your message. Thanks. I'll do that. And this one here, some of them are personal. I don't like reading messages that are. Oh, he says yes, I am. It's the same Kwesi Baini.
Okay.
Yeah. For a very long time. Yes. Kwesi Baini. Yeah. That's him, I believe. Obviously, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's him. Yes.
Big man.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that let's do some birthday, some birthday shout outs, and then we can end the show.
The Ken campaign team, I think they are starting the Ashanti Regional Tour.
Okay.
It's supposed to be my constituency on Sunday.
Oh, the Ken team?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I am. I'll be out of the jurisdiction on Friday.
Okay.
But my principle is that I'm always available to meet all the candidates. Unfortunately, that his coming is I will not be around. But arrangement has been made at the constituency for.
Are you sure people won't read any meetings into it?
No.
Okay. But you see, this is the problem. This is why members of parliament should not be declaring.
Right.
For the candidates.
Right.
We declare for the candidate, and we are supposed to be welcoming others into your constituency.
And I do that.
You can't be neutral.
I do that.
Yeah. How can you be neutral?
It's to create a platform for them to meet the delegates.
You can't be neutral because we've already declared for one candidate.
No. I make sure that delegates are available for them to engage them.
After poisoning the delegates.
Oh, how do I poison? I can't poison the delegates. I can't poison the delegates.
All right.
Just to assure his team that the team downstairs, everything
is sorted. Okay.
Sorted out for them.
So our first birthday dedication goes out to the managing editor of the Accra Times, Simon. Today is his birthday. Bright, please put up his picture on the screen so that we can wish him a befitting happy birthday. I'm talking about Simon. It's just the pronunciation of his surname that I've been struggling with for some time now. That's him. That's the man in your shot. Simon Agianab. Yes.
Parliament.
Dean, Parliamentary Press Corps. Okay. Also the managing editor of the Accra Times. Yes, so that's him. He looks at the day, are you okay. Happy birthday to you, Simon. Oh, today, okay. Apparently, Dede Ayew is also celebrating his birthday today. Yes, Andre Dede Ayew, the former captain of the Black Stars. Are you these days? He's always at the is it Nanya Park?
Yeah.
His father's. He's always there.
Yeah.
I say happy birthday to you. We don't know how old he is. I'm sure he should be in his 30s, perhaps 38, 39. I don't know. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Dede, the maestro, are you? And also today, Loratu Saka, a member of your communications team. Today is actually her birthday. Oh, it was yesterday. Okay, I thought it was today. Oh, Loratu, happy belated birthday to you, Loratu Saka. We wish you all the best. Fantastic lady. Keep it up, and God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. So, I think that's her, Loratu Saka. Hey, these days she's always with the Bamia team, eh? And she's been posting a lot of the videos and pictures on her Facebook page. Anyway, Okwuzi,
yes, sir.
Let me thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. And once again, we'll remind you that Saturday is a big event. It's the Jollof Party. Please, if you have time, pass by there. We'll make some special reservations for you and Honorable so that you can enjoy some jollof. Nice ones, very tasty ones indeed. And also, Honorable, thank you for joining us this morning. It's really been good. I wanted us to look at the issues with the budget. The ballooning debt situation and whether it's as a result. We know that our debt situation has hit over 700 billion. This is 70 billion or so cedis. And that's causing it's triggered some conversation on social media as to what may have accounted for it. Yeah, that's the situation. Anyway, thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bye-bye.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Boshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2020.